Welcome back everyone, thank you very much for joining me for our latest video, and today we're going to be doing a Gryphon trap overview, and we're going to be giving out some information that you guys have been asking for since the updates. Have I made any changes? What does the Gryphon trap actually have stats wise, and just some things that just go through an overview and make it a little bit more so that you understand what I'm playing with when you see the Gryphon trapping videos. So 304% inf, 326% range, and 331% cav, and 321% army HP. So not the best stats in the world. You definitely can work on gear. It will help you to take obviously less damage, but as a Gryphon trap, you are not a solo trap. I would like to stress that. So nowadays with the comp, I have only got 1.8 mil. You can have 2.1 million. You hit that 50% army size boost to hide your troops, and I've only got 6 armies on this Gryphon. So again, if you wanted to try and make the Gryphon trap stronger, you could unlock more armies, the 7th and the 8th army, and you could obviously have more troops. That would give you 750,000 more troops to play with, and that would obviously make you a lot stronger. But just flicking through the research, you can see where I'm at. It's actually, this account is the Loco Gryphon trap. This was given to me by a friend just to look after and have some fun with, and he's actually got a YouTube channel as well, posting some content on there. He's a rally lead himself, so please go check that out. I'll leave that in the description down below. But as you can see, I haven't done the counter research, no T5 research or anything like that. I guess on a Gryphon trap, if you really wanted to, you could unlock T5, and I think that a T5, T4 Gryphon trap would be pretty awesome. I haven't really seen any content of that. I'm sure it does exist somewhere, but just flicking into the familiars, and again, I haven't really worked on these, and I probably should. I would advise, if you have got room for a familiar, maybe go for the Evil Weevil for that army HP, or maybe go for the Aquarius to debuff the enemy's army HP. I think that's some pretty good advice. Not really sure why I haven't done that myself, just a little bit lazy, and I just use this really to get people into Fury and to just cap some leaders every now and again, have some fun doing some Gryphon trapping content. You can try different things with the Gryphon trap, different familiars, different kind of troop comps, but I recommend a pure hideable T4 comp. So I've got 2 army attack heroes on my wall, and 1 of each, so 1 range, 1 cav, and 1 imp. And for the moment, I have got the gold goblin thingy that gives you the cav attack, the cav buff when it falls by 10%. And because I do take some losses, that familiar does actually kick in a little bit, but I probably would prefer to get the Evil Weevil. And you should try and have as much infirmary space as you can. Try and keep your sanctuary clear. As you can see, I'm not doing too great of a job, because again, you are a Gryphon trap, not a solo trap. So if you end up taking too many solos, or if you get soloed afterwards by a big player, it can cause some problems, because you have only got a maximum of 2.1 million troops, maybe more if you have more armies, and that can be deadly when trying to deal with these big players. So I hope that information did help a little bit. Now I'm going to give you an example of how I hide my troops, which I realise is something I haven't really shown before, and I definitely should have, because it's a very important part of Gryphon trapping. Hiding your troops, obviously, first of all, need to hit that 50% army size boost like so, and personally for me, I prefer to hide in shielded castles rather than on resource tiles or on camps. It just means that you can stay out baiting that little bit longer, because your troops are hopefully safer. Just gotta watch those shields don't drop. And yeah, watch where you're hiding also, I suppose. But yeah, and also another thing, when you're hiding your troops, try and not to do what I'm about to do, hide in that Snow Queen. She is obviously on my wall, which means another hero will get automatically put on my wall. It could look suspicious, so try your very best not to put your wall heroes out in the garrisons, because it might let people know that you are a trap. They might take that tiny little detail, and it might make them all the more weary. So as a Gryphon trap, those little details do help. So now, with the troops all hidden, I just check that I haven't got an anti-scout on, change my name, switch back into the research gear, research talents and stuff, so I'm food positive. A lot of the times with a Gryphon trap, you should be able to get food positive depending on the kind of research you've done and stuff. And soon, not long after setting those troops out, we had a beautiful little scout from this lovely little lemon. This guy's got a mythic winter parka, looking very cute indeed, and I'm assuming that he did post me in his guild chat and get very, very excited, because it didn't take long for the situation to escalate. I did let them take a little bit of resource so that a few of them got confident, A lot of the times, if you're willing to lose a bit of resource, they will start sending T2, and then they'll get a little bit confident, and some members will be more greedy than others, maybe more uneducated, who knows. But that guy at the top there, that camp, because I still haven't updated my game, this guy is going to be losing a lot of T4, and we have got the amazing little PEWPEW from SizeMatters ready to set a rally, and it's always good having a rally lead ready to set a rally on these helpless little victims. So now we're going to be hitting that Gryphon pool, giving these guys 6 seconds to react, and I usually get ready on the random relocator as soon as I've seen the troops are home, relocate away. I didn't actually capture a leader there, they weren't silly enough to send their leader, but that guy at the top, the one that is dressed like a camp, he lost a lot of marches. He's down to 472 mil, and that is a big ouchie. So PEWPEW, as soon as she saw those arrows rushing home, she will have set a rally, and I'm excited to see how that goes. But just before we look at that, let's assess the damage. That's 3 marches of 250k. His friend there losing 375k as well. Another march, that's 4 marches to him. That's a million red troops there. Now this guy's got to try and take a rally. That's another 209k reds. And one more 100k reds. So he took 1.3 million reds. And now he's got to do his best to take a rally. So we're going to see how that goes. He's not capped. He has got his leader. But PEWPEW's going to be coming in with a YOLO. So this is a nice thing really to show in the Gryphon trap overview, because it's a nice way that just to show you guys how we use a Gryphon trap to try and get some nice targets, try and get some people zeroed in the evenings, you know, have some fun with the guild, get PEWPEW some people to abuse. And so this guy has swapped him to gear now, and it is looking like a really good YOLO. He's just lost 1.3 million reds. He's managed to heal up to 480 mil. He has swapped his gear again, so he's not sure what gear to take it in. He's not looking very confident. There you can see he's swapped it again, and that gear is pretty questionable, so hoping to see PEWPEW come in, the little monster, and whack this guy off the wonder. And of course, not just a massive shout out to the amazing PEWPEW, but to everyone at SizeMatters, because we've really got this Gryphon victim business down to a fine art. And it's also a beautiful way to get people into Fury, and a great bonding experience for you and all of your guild as this guy goes burning off of the wonder. A 54 million might drop, 2 million reds, and I've got no idea why this guy didn't hide. And what was really shocking about this one for me is this guy actually has T5. It's not just T5 reigns, he actually has unlocked T5. He's still got no idea how to build a troop comp. And yeah, he did lose a lot of T4, I'll give him that. I do wish him all the very best. Very interesting comp, and a big shout out to the amazing PEWPEW once again. Absolute little monster, and like I say, we have got this Gryphon victim stuff down, so if you enjoy watching stuff like this, you should probably stick around. This guy's down to 453 mil. And I think we're pretty much going to be wrapping things up there. We had a nice little overview of the Gryphon, and then we had a nice little example of a Gryphon victim as well. So hope you did enjoy. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you very soon.